This week, the Essential Mix comes from a man who needs no introduction, so we won't give him one. You'll have to guess who it is. No, I'm only joking. The mixer this week is the now legendary, not to say infamous, Norman Cook. Now, as a veteran DJ who started his career in Brighton clubs playing funk, soul and early rap, Norman's career culminated in producing Pizza Man, the Mighty Dubcats, Freak Power and, of course, Fatboy Slim, which have achieved global success, turning Norman Cook into a household name. Soon you might be able to say things have all gone a bit Norman. But anyway, tonight this will surely be an extra essential mix. Take it away, Norman.
What doing when the fat boys tripping? 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 What doing when the fat making you insane. Explain to people this type of life ain't like a bottle of Chateau Neuf to pap. I'm like what when I start to rap? Anybody rockin', not perfection. Let me get some action from the back section. Body moving, body moving. A1 sound and the sound so soothing. Body moving, we be getting down and you know we're grooving. Body moving, A1 sound and the sound so soothing. Body moving, we be getting down and you know we're grooving. You can put on your strip in, cause when it comes to cars, I'm known to swim. And that rock, light up the place. And if you pull my card, you pull the ace. And if you ask me, turn up the bass. And if you play Defender, I could be your hyperspace. So, body moving, A1 sound and the sound so soothing. Body moving, we be getting down and you know we're grooving. Body moving, A1 sound and the sound so soothing. Body moving, we be getting down and you know we're grooving. Body moving, A1 sound and the sound so soothing. Body moving, we be getting down and you know we're grooving. Body moving, A1 sound and the sound so soothing. Body moving, we be getting down and you know we're grooving.
Check, baby, check, baby, check, baby, check, said, check, baby, check, 1, 2. Check, baby, check, baby, check, baby, check, said, check, baby, check, 1, 2. Check, baby, check, baby, check, baby, check, said, check, baby, check, 1, 2. Check, baby, check, baby, check, baby, check, said, check, baby, check, 1, 2. Check, baby, check, baby, check, baby, check, said, check, baby, check, 1, 2. Check, baby, check, baby, check, baby, check, said, check, baby, check, 1, 2. Check, baby, check, baby, check, baby, check, said, check, baby, check, 1, 2. Said,
It's Essential Mix with Fatboy Slim, Norman Cook.
And here we go, here we go, and here we go, and here we go.
Essential Mix on Radio 1 tonight with the Fatboy, Norman Cook.
bumping, and thumping, and bumping, and humping, and bumping, and thumping, and bumping, and humping, and bumping, and thumping, and bumping, and humping, and bumping, and thumping, and bumping, and bumping, 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 and bumping.
Gonna playing, ramping on rap. No time for playing, ramping on rap. No time for playing, ramping on rap. No time for playing, ramping on rap. Northwood space is reserved for stars. No time for playing, ramping on rap. No time for playing, ramping on rap. No time for playing, ramping on rap. Northwood space is reserved for stars.
You're listening to 2 hours of continuous top tunes, Radio 1's Essential Mix this week with Norman Cook.
No time for playing, ramping on rap. 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 Northwood space is reserved for stars. No time for playing, ramping on rap. No time for playing, ramping on rap. No time for playing, ramping on rap. Northwood space is reserved for stars. Ramping on
created a fuss.
You've made the same mistake most auctioneers have.
Talking all that jazz.
Talking shit, but like busy talk is just skin deep. And when you lie and you talk a lot, people tend to step off a lot. You see, you misunderstood. A sample just a tactic, a portion of my method, a tool. In fact, it's only of importance when I make it a priority. And what we samples up by the majority.
But you a minority in terms of thought.
Narrow-minded
and poorly taught about hip-hop and on the silly game to erase my music so no one can use it.
You step on us and we'll step on you. Can't have your cake and eat it too.
Talking all that jazz.
Get a grip now, we talk about you. Seems to me that you have a problem, so we can see what we can do to solve them.
Think rappers are fad? You must be mad. Cause we're so bad, we get respect you never had.
Tell the truth, James Brown was old. Till Eric and Rock came out with I Got Soul. Rap brings back old R&B, and if we would not, people could have forgotten.
We wanna make this perfectly clear. We're talented and strong and have no fear
of those who choose to judge but lack pizzazz.
Talking all that jazz.
You're listening to tonight's Essential Mix with Norman Cook.
a bebop baloo. Hit the sound
1986. I asked my music teacher if there was anything like this album on the market. He said no.
Radio 1's Essential Mix tonight with Fatboy Slim.
I'm the party rock of the year, my dear. So kick off your shoes and relax your feet and party on down to our fucking beat. Half a seat is a mosquito, tweet on a white tuxedo with a loose in your reader. And from Mr. X and Mr. Y, we like to say A, B, C, yeah!
All girls them dancing till the morning. I love all the dance all girls them dancing till the morning. Right about now, you know it's going off your song. And right about now, we are gonna call it a massive them feel good, yes.
There's a certain kind of fella that I want to talk to this evening. I want to talk to all these little dick-ass motherfuckers running around here who think they got a big dick. Now, if you think you got a big dick and you can tear a piece of pussy up, then let me hear you. Just as I thought, not one motherfucking word. Well, my name is Sweet Pussy Pauline, and I got a story that I want to share with you this evening. Is it okay? Now, I recently had an incident. This motherfucker climbed up on top of me, the littlest dick you ever seen in your motherfucking life. He had the unmitigated gall girls to look into my pretty brown eyes and say, am I hurting you? I was like, hurting me? Motherfucker, you are tickling me. Get the fuck up off me, leave the coins on the dresser and hit the door. I don't have to put up with that shit.
Radio 1's Essential Mix tonight by Fatboy Slim Norman Cook.
Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, funk, 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 funk. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, funk, 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 funk. Right about now, Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, 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 now.
It's the Wu-Tang Killer Bees. That's like, come on. That's the call for the move. That's like, come on. That's the call for the move. That's like, come on. That's the call for the move.
Funk for your mom.
I get dirty with my skills. Yo, I make myself official with the 7-dotted tempo, and an honest proceeds to take off like an ex-missile. It's a rapid fire coming from the sun, mountain fire, cut like barbed wire. Don't move, just raise your hands higher. I get off, even if this battle or war. Shouting and sing my flow and word is part of still prescribed laws. Take the allegations, so I slam on this nation with motivation, and watch out for the zoo domination. We can take it to another level, black rap that kills trouble. Call your rebels, and all y'all niggas that end up making up you. Yo, I mean that, I'm a go, but you know flat. You wanna act that I attack and just spit your wig back. You some hate and hard and fucking Tommy Hill figure. With 3 songs and sponsors just to make you look bigger. Now all you people out there requesting to stop this fascination, you better check up for your status, just watch the zoo nation. That's like, come on. That's the call for the move. That's like, come on. That's the call for the move. That's like, come on. That's the call for the move. That's like, come on through. That's the call for the zoo.
Now take this, I hit you with the drunken dragon fist. Got the funk for your mind, leaving in the bliss. I look deep into your eyes, digging in your soul. Pulling out the inner thoughts, weak minds behold. I know exactly what you're thinking. I wait for you to blink and I hit you with a rhyme to make your ego start sinking. I send your wax ass back to class, learn something, so you can peep the real ish and you can stop fronting on your phony block. With the phony clock, I saw you slip. When thinking on the drama, they put checks on your lips. Damn, son, I just thought about that shit. Now you wanna be a gangster rapper, boy, you get the drink. The drunken dragon coming at you, and if I hear you say Brooklyn Zoo, I say yo, who you, cuz?
That's like, come on through. That's the call for the move. That's like, come on through. That's the call for the move. That's like, come on through. That's the call for the move. Before I use my back, straight to your neck and forward to your back. It's a hardcore warrior, straight from Medina. Look on my face, it shows no demeanor. Brooklyn Zoo, Killer Bees on the swarm. Might be in your area, so sound the alarm. Punks in the front, no, not the fucking drum. Knocking down, and then the girl sees the lump. She's real. Yes, I'm hitting hard like steel. I'm coming through your town, so it's best that you feel for real. Yes, I get dirty with my skills, no slacks in my thoughts. No time for me to chill. Slipping, you crazy. I leave no quick traces. When I put it on that shine, it'll be disintegrated. Crazy lunatic with the style that's sick. Somebody in my clique is bound to set up it. You know, it's that I think I ain't just like the devil. I don't play no tricks.
out now. Right about. Check it out now. The Funk Soul Brother. Right about. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out. The Funk Soul Brother. Check it out, check it out. Check it out now, right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Brother. The funk. Soul Brother.
Brother fellas. Check it out. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. The funk brother. The funk. Check it out. The funk soul brother. The funk.
Tonight's Essential Mix by the Mayor of Brighton. Well, he's my mayor anyway, Norman Cook.
Let me tell you a little story about temptation. You know the little devil that sits on your shoulder? Well, I call mine temptation. She never seems to leave me alone. She's always giving me these brilliant ideas. Sometimes she wants me to be very naughty. How nice. She just never seems to be satisfied. She has such an imagination. Give me your hand. She just won't seem to let me be. I try to be good, but that never lasts. I just can't even think. Yeah, right there. I try to be good, but yeah, right there.
Double.